Okay. Today we are doing 8.6. It's the last section in the chapter. So here we have point Q lies on the segment PR. Find the coordinates of Q so that the ratio of PQ to QR is 2 to 7. So the PQ distance is represented with a 2, and the QR distance is represented as a 7. Okay, how do we do that? Well, we need to figure out how far is the x coordinate from P to Q. So how far is it from negative 22 to positive 5? So if we look at the x's, how far is it from here to here? That would be 27. And then how far is it from here to here? From 32 to negative 4 would be, yeah. How far is it from 32 to negative 4? Would be 36. Okay. So where is Q? Well, it has to be 2/7 of this and 2/7 of that. Does that make sense? So, show you, they'll have a good explanation here. So the horizontal distance from P to Q is 2/7. The vertical distance from P to Q is, oh, it's not sevenths, it's ninths. I'm sorry, 2/9. This is 8/6. Okay, so the horizontal distance is 27 and the vertical distance is 36. So 2/9 of 27 is 6. So we take this 27 here. So here's our Q. This distance is 27. So we take 27 and we times it by 2/9, and I get 6. Okay? And then this distance is 36. So I take 36 and I times it by 2/9, and I get 8. So is Q located at 6, 8? No. Because P is at negative 22, 32. So what it's saying is I need to go 6 in this direction and 8 in this direction. So if I start at negative 22, 32, and I go right 6 and down 8, where do I land? Well, negative 22 plus 6 is going to be negative 16, and 32 minus 8 is going to be 24. So Q must be located at negative 16, 24. Okay, let's do another one. Okay. So the ratio from AB to BC is 2/5. So how far is it from there to there? The x distance is from negative 29 to positive 6. How far is that? 35. And then the y distance is from negative 12 to 2. How far is it from negative 12 to 2? 14. Okay? And we're going from AB to BC, so we're going this direction. So that ratio is 2/5. So I take 35 and I times it by 2/5. 35 divided by 5 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. And then I take this number, 14, and I times it by 2/5. And I get 28 divided by 5, which is 5.6. Okay? Does everybody understand that? Anybody confused? Right here. The ratio from AB to BC, so the ratio from here to here and here to here. So this one is 2, oh, not fifths, it's sevenths. I did it again. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry, I made the same mistake twice. Okay. So this distance is represented by a 2, and this distance is represented by a 5. So the whole distance would be represented by a 7. That's the mistake I made last time. Okay? So from here to here is 2/7. Right? So to go from point A to point B, that is 2 out of 7. It's 2/7 of the whole motion. You can write your note. So this distance is 35. So I take 35 and I times it by 2/7. 35 times 2 is 70. 70 divided by 7 is 10. Okay. And then the y coordinate has a change of 14. So I take 14 and times it by 2/7. 14 times 2 is 28. Divided by 7 is 4. So this point right here is right 4, or right 10, and up 4. So I need to go right 10, which would be negative 19, and up 4, which would be negative 8. Okay, let me do another one without making a mistake this time. All right. So we are moving from M to P. So when we move from M to P, the MN portion is a 1, and the NP portion is a 4. So the full movement is out of 5. Okay? So how far does my x value change? I should probably do it the other direction, sorry. Let's do the x first. So how far does my x value change? From -1 to +9, how far is that? 10. So this is a +10. Okay? And then from here to here, how far is my y movement? From 3 to -22 is 25. Okay? And this movement here has to be 1 out of 5. It's 1/5 of the full movement. So I take 10, I times it by 1/5, and I get 2. And then I take 25, and I times it by 1/5, and I get 5. So this little movement is a 2, and this little movement is a 5. If I start at -1, 3, and I go right 2 and down 5, where do I land? Well, from -1, if I go over 2, that would be +1. And from 3, if I go down 5, that would be -2. Hey, I did one without messing up. Do you guys need to see another one? Yes? No? Yes? Okay. I didn't know if you were just beatboxing it. Okay. So this says we're going to be moving from M to P. So we're moving in that direction. Okay. So the MN portion, so this portion here is a 3, and this portion here is a 2. So let's do the X's. The full movement goes from -1 to 14. So that is a movement of 15 for the X. On the Y-axis, we move from -4 to 21, which is 25. How much of that movement am I going to actually use if I want to create point N? I'm going to use 3 out of 5, 3/5. So N is 3/5 of the distance from M to P. So I take 15 times it by 3/5. 15 divided by 5 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. And then 25 times 3/5. 25 divided by 5 is 5. Times 3 is 15. So I'm going to go right 9 and up 15. So if I start at -1 and I go right 9, where do I end up? At 8. And if I start at -4 and I go up 15, I end at 11. So N is the point 8, 11. Okay. Next one. All right. Okay. So here we have an angle or a line that creates what we call an angle bisector. So if we focus in on this angle, the big angle, it's divided into 2 equal pieces. So this angle is the same size as that angle, which means this segment is an angle bisector. Okay? So over here, we have a big angle that is cut by another side, and the 2 remaining angles are equivalent. So that is an angle bisector. So we need to use that to figure out how big is the missing angle. So let me show you the angle bisector rule. So in a triangle, an angle bisector separates the opposite side of the bisected angle into 2 segments whose lengths are proportional to the lengths of the other 2 sides. So look at this figure over here. So in this picture, here is my big angle. It's bisected such that BD, so this side divided by AB, so this one divided by that one. Oh, nope, I got that backwards. I'm sorry. So BD divided by CD is equivalent to AB divided by AC. That is the angle bisector theorem. Okay? So the 2 opposite sides are proportional. Okay? So how do we use that? So we take this divided by that, and it is equivalent to this divided by that. So 9 over 3 is equal to x over 4. Then we cross multiply. 3x equals 36. Divide by 3, x is 12. Okay, now you have to be a little bit careful in this second one. Okay. Okay. This divided by that is equal to this divided by that. But how big is the question mark? Is it y? No. Y is question mark and 4 put together. So how big is the question mark side? Y minus 4, exactly. So if this distance is y, then this distance is the length of y minus 4. So I'm going to put y minus 4 right there. So now my fraction is 4 over y minus 4. So this one divided by that one, and then this one divided by that one, equals 6 divided by 9. Cross multiply. 36 equals 6y minus 24. And we add 24. And we get 6y equals 12 divided by 6, and y equals 2. Yeah, that's not 12. What are you guys talking about? Don't you know that 36 and 24 is 60? Okay, so y is 10. Good thing Ryder's here. All right. And the last one. So if we have a triangle that has a set of parallel lines, then this side is proportional, and this side divided by that side is proportional to this side divided by that side. So GE is 30, GF is 40, and GI is 12. So, and we want to find GH. So 40 over 12 is equal to 30 over X. And then you just cross multiply. So you cross multiply, and that will tell you how big X is. All right. That's it. Get to work.